All right, here it is, the monster of all pen tool exercises here. I hope you're up for it. The idea here is to create sort of this swooshing path here. And like I did earlier, what I'll do is I'll kind of walk you through the motions, or I'll walk you through the steps first, and then we'll actually attempt anyway to pull this off. So what I'm going to do for number one looks simple enough. I'm going to click and drag up to the beach ball. And then number two, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click and drag down to the blue beach ball, but notice it's on a bit of an angle there, right? So it's going to be sort of a click and drag down and slightly to the right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down the Option key or the Alt key. We're going to get the pi wedge cursor, and we're going to break our teeter-totter and drag our teeter-totter all the way up to the green beach ball. And then finally, number three should simply be a click and drag down to the orange beach ball, and hopefully that will finish it off. All right, are you ready for it here? Here we go. Step number one, click and drag up to the red beach ball. Okay, great. That was pretty straightforward. Hopefully you're still with me. Okay, number two, click and drag down and to the right slightly to the blue beach ball, something like that. And you should get this arc here that kind of swoops down like this, right? Perfect. Hope you got that. Okay, now, again, probably the trickiest part with this exercise, I'm going to hold down the Option key here on the Mac or the Alt key on the Windows side, and I'll bring my cursor over top of that little dot that appears at the end of my direction line. And again, I get that little pi wedge cursor, right? And what I'm going to do with that guy is I'm going to click and drag him up to the green beach ball. So my teeter-totter here is now broken, right? I snapped it in half, and now I can drag the two ends of the teeter-totter independently of one another, right? They're no longer attached. So I'm going to drag that guy up to the green beach ball, something like this. Okay, awesome. And then finally, number three, I'm going to click and drag down to the orange beach ball, something like that. All right, so now I have this path that kind of swoops down and back out again. I hope you got it. I hope you made it. I'm going to hold down Command or Control and deselect, and there's my path there. Okay, awesome. Do you want to see that one more time? I'm going to do that one more time for you real quick here just to make sure you got it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down the Command key or the Control key on the Windows side. I haven't really talked about this yet, but when I hold down Command or Control, by the way, my cursor changes to a white arrow, and we'll talk about this white arrow in just a little bit. But what I'm going to do essentially is start about here, above and to the left of the first step there, and I'm going to click and drag down and to the right, something like that. Hit delete. That gets rid of all of my paths. And as I say, I'll do this one more time for you because it is kind of a tricky one here. So number one, click and drag up to the red beach ball, straight up there. Number two, click and drag down and to the right just a little bit, down to the blue beach ball. Next, hold down Option or Alt and bring your cursor over top of the end of the number two direction line, over top of your blue beach ball, and you should get the pi wedge. Click and drag all the way up to the green beach ball, just like this. Again, we have that teeter-totter that's broken now, right? Something like that. And then over to number three, click and drag straight down to the orange beach ball, something like that. All right, again, hold down Command or Control, single click. I hope you made it. You made it all the way to the end of the combination paths exercise. So you saw how to create the straight paths. That was at the top of this exercise by single clicking. You saw how to create the curved paths by clicking and dragging. And then finally, you saw how to combine the two using combination paths. And there's a lot of Option clicking or Alt clicking that goes on to get these combination paths to function. So I hope you made it.